Big cats are one of the largest predators on land. They include all species belonging to the Panthera genus, like lions, tigers, leopards, snow leopards, and jaguars. Present-day big cats evolved less than 11 million years ago. However, their evolutionary history is a mystery because there aren't many fossils to calculate their origins. The oldest leopard fossils were found in East Africa at Laetoli, dating to about 2 to 3.5 million years. First evidence of leopards outside Africa is much murkier. Possible leopard fossils were found in South Asia from Pakistan belonging to the early Pleistocene era. It's believed that leopards radiated from Africa to Asia about 200 to 300,000 years ago. The leopard population includes 9 subspecies, including the Sri Lankan leopard. But with inadequate fossil data of big cats in India, there's no concrete information to exactly calculate when leopards or other big cats came to Sri Lanka. Fossils found in a cave complex at Ratnapura suggest that the Sri Lankan leopard may have coexisted with the tiger roughly 10 to 20,000 years ago. In the same region, fossils, possibly belonging to a lion, were also uncovered. Today, only the leopard survives. With no other big cats on the island, the Sri Lankan leopard is the apex predator. Due to the lack of competition from other big cats, it's believed the local leopards became one of the largest subspecies in the world, if not the largest. Claims were made that the largest leopard lived in Yala National Park. Known as One-Eyed Ivan due to his missing eye, the leopard reportedly weighed almost 100 kilograms, but hasn't been seen for years. One of the earliest references to Sri Lankan leopards in literature is by Robert Knox, who erroneously refers to them as tigers. Also, according to legend, the first Sinhala king of Sri Lanka, Prince Vijaya, married a she-demon and later betrayed her. It's said she cursed the king and took the guise of a leopard to attack him. Early in 1935, W.W.A. Phillips mentioned that at the turn of the century, the range of the Sri Lankan leopard extended from sea level to the Central Highlands in all forest types. In 1956, P.E.P. Dhiraniyagala described the Sri Lankan leopard subspecies. He also claimed that compared to Indian leopards, the Sri Lankan leopard is generally non-aggressive, even when wounded. During British colonial rule in the 1800s, over 8,500 leopards were killed, primarily for their skin. Found within and outside protected areas, it's estimated that there are less than 1,000 leopards in the country now. There were some misconceptions about this Sri Lankan leopard by early European writers. They thought the local leopards couldn't retract their claws into the sheath. For instance, in 1850, Sir Henry Charles wrote that the Ceylon leopard has distinct peculiarities. They couldn't draw back the claws within the sheaths. But most cats, including leopards, have the ability to retract their claws. Only 4 felids have semi-retractable claws, which includes the cheetah. This is fascinating because at one time, the name cheetah used to be applied to the Sri Lankan leopard. So it's fair to assume that an attribute of the cheetah was given to the local leopard. Adding further confusion, Robert Percival wrote in 1803 that a smaller species of tiger also infests the woods. But later, Percival writes that the leopard is a native of the island. If the author identified leopards by that name, what was the smaller species of tiger? Half a century later, Samuel Baker writes that there are 2 distinct species of the leopard in Ceylon. The version, known as the leopard or panther, measures 8 to 9 feet in length, weighing about 50 to 77 kilograms, which is close to the average weight of modern-day Sri Lankan leopards. It was covered with the normal leopard rosette pattern. The other variety, referred to as the cheta, is supposedly smaller than the leopard and seldom exceeds 7 feet. Instead of rosettes, this variety is covered with spots and does not exceed 40 kilograms. If Baker isn't referring to the cheetah here, what is the smaller species of cheetah? Possible contenders for this smaller spotted species could be the rusted spotted cat, fishing cat, or the jungle cat. In 1901, Alfred Clark also mentions that both the panther and the leopard are to be met with in the Ceylon forests, and that the panther is larger, with 28 caudal vertebrae. By caudal vertebrae, Clark is referring to the bones that comprise a leopard's tail. Naturally, leopards have longer tails to maintain balance when climbing trees. Leopards climb trees for a variety of reasons. One is to rest after a heavy meal, or, more importantly, because it gives a vantage point to observe prey below. Such as the spotted deer, which forms a large part of its diet in the lowlands. With regard to other leopard species, there's the legendary Lanama leopard. They were said to be larger than normal leopards and fearless of humans. Notably, they had a different coat pattern. Leopards have spot patterns which are unique to each individual. These patterns, known as rosettes, help blend with the environment. Researchers use these patterns to identify individual leopards, for instance by noting the spots above the whiskers, forehead, or the flank. Sometimes different coat patterns and color mutations can occur among leopards. For instance, black leopards, also known as melanistic leopards, have an all-black coat. The dark color, referred to as melanism, is due to a recessive gene. In 1884, Hugh Neville wrote that he saw an unspotted leopard near Trincomalee. Neville was in close range of the leopard and saw no appearance of spots in broad daylight. Then, in 1901, author Leonard Woolf mentioned a white leopard in his diaries. But when he arrived at the village where the leopard was seen, it was supposedly shot dead. So, did another species of leopard exist in Sri Lanka? Or were they referring to the smaller wild cats? If not, was there a leopard species with a skin aberration?